All right. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., the government shutdown has spilled into the weekend after Senate Democrats blocked the GOP's fourth attempt to get back to work.
Madeleine Rivera is live in Washington with the latest. Good morning, Maddie.
Good morning. Both sides appear to be digging further into their positions. The latest attempt to reopen the government failed again, largely along a party line vote of 54 to 44. 3 Senate Democratic caucus members voted for the bill: Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman, Nevada Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, and Maine Senator Angus King. 1 Republican defected, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul, who's rejected the cost of the bill.
You have FEMA services, health insurance policies, for example, that are being stalled in the middle of a hurricane season because the Democrats want to play political games and try to obscure the real facts at issue.
It's all about President Trump and the Democrats needing to pick a fight to satisfy their far-left political base, far-left activist organizations who are the tail wagging the dog right now.
Democrats remain steadfast in their push for health care concessions like the extension of those Obamacare subsidies. Republicans say they do want to deal with the issue, but first the government must reopen. They also want reforms in the program.
In fact, in fiscal year 2024, Medicaid costs for emergency services for illegal immigrants skyrocketed by 142% from the previous year to $9.1 billion. When a legal alien goes to the emergency room, who's paying for it?
Democrats argue people who are in the country illegally can't access programs like Medicare and Medicaid. While that is technically true, Democrats want to restore all health care provisions, including access to Medicaid, Medicare, and Obamacare subsidies for lawfully present non-citizens like refugees, asylees, and parolees. The One Big Beautiful bill makes it harder and in some cases bars these groups of people from using these benefits. Meantime, the administration has targeted funding in blue cities and states and threatened mass layoffs to get congressional Democrats to blink. Lisa, Charlie, and Griff.
Thank you.
Thanks, Maddie.
Thanks, Maddie.
You know, it really is kind of amazing the situation the Democrats find themselves in. You know, they are sort of the party that believes that the federal government is the answer to all of our problems, and yet they want to shut down the thing that they claim is the answer to all of our problems. And so it's kind of they're kind of in a pickle right now.
Well, so, you know, I think the Democrats are the ones that are in a weaker position now, simply just for the fact that Republicans passed a clean CR in the House. Yeah. I mean, they even got the Freedom Caucus, you know, people that want to reduce spending levels to get on board of that. So it's really the ball's in the Democrats' hands with this. And look, they voted for 13 continuing resolutions under President Biden. This is not a party that stands in opposition to continuing resolutions. In fact, the government seems to only operate off of continuing resolutions these days. So obviously, the sticking point is some of this health care stuff and also concerns about, health care going to illegal aliens. But what are the Democrats' off-ramps right now?
Well, and, those 13 times that Chuck Schumer voted for a clean CR, this is the same one, as you point out. And so Chuck Schumer of 2013, who believed that a shutdown was a politics of idiocy, now believes it's a good thing. And it's really shocked Senator Kennedy, who had this reaction last night on Ingram.
The Republicans went to the Democrats and said, look, let's just extend the then current budget for 7 more weeks while we negotiate a new one. And to our surprise, the Democrats said, no, we will not vote to do that. In fact, we'll shut down government unless you agree to give us $1.5 trillion, and we'll tell you how to spend it. Well, I mean, our heads snapped back. Look, I wasn't about to vote for that. My mother didn't raise a fool. And if she did, it was one of my brothers. And every Republican felt the same way. So we said no, and that's why we're in a shutdown. Now, Senator Schumer's getting a lot of the blame, and Lord knows he deserves it because he instructed all the Senate Democrats to vote to shut down government. But he's not really calling the shots. The group calling the shots is the socialist wing, the loon wing of the Democratic Party.
He puts it pretty clearly.
Yeah, well, as only Senator Kennedy can. But you had mentioned what's the difference between Chuck Schumer back in, let's say, 2013 and now. Well, he's a little bit worried about a primary challenge, maybe from AOC. Exactly. That's his concern. You've got his party has shifted to the left, so he is concerned that he's got he's going to be challenged from the left. So that's the difference. And I remember I was working on Capitol Hill during 2013 when we had a shutdown, also over, Obamacare and concerns there. But remember, President Obama tried to make it as painful as possible because he barricaded World War II memorials. He wanted the visuals of a shutdown to be presented to the American people. Do you remember that?
He wanted to punish taxpayers for the fact that Congress is completely dysfunctional.
But like he wanted the visual of it.
Yeah, and I love that Democrats are scrambling now to claim that they don't want to provide free health care to illegals, when of course for years now the entire party has been completely committed. That has been their holy grail, is providing not only free health care to illegals, but also free housing to illegals. And we saw it across the country.
We sure did. And I love, by the way, that the one big, beautiful bill did away with those provisions and provided health care for illegal aliens. Democrats put forth their Democrat CR, which was, as Senator Kennedy pointed out, a $1.5 trillion 4-week extension. But Speaker Johnson brought the receipts and laid out on his speaker.gov page 57, section 2141. Here are all of the things that we are going to get, rid of. And it's one thing to say for Democrats to accuse Republicans of saying it's just a talking point. But here, Speaker Johnson's got the receipts. And I think to your point, Lisa, it's not clear there's an off-ramp to this. And it doesn't seem there's any change of heart in Democrats in Washington. So.
Well, someone's going to have to eat crow, and no one wants to eat it. So we'll see.
We'll see where that goes. A lot more of that. But.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.